Loveline on KROQ.
World leader in radio.
Yeah, buddy. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. I'm always excited when these two gentlemen join our show. If it's just one of them, awesome. If it's both of them, it's like radio orgasm. I'm talking about Serj Tankian and John Dolmayan of System of a Down.
Thanks for having us.
Oh,
Thanks for being here.
Truly always a pleasure when you guys stop by. And you guys are kicking off a tour on April 6th, which is just right around the corner, and it is mostly to commemorate the 100-year anniversary of the Armenian genocide. And listen, you guys have made it no secret this is a very, very important topic to you and very close to heart. Do you feel like it's going to be tough to have a good time and go to the show, or at least present like a happy concert when you're also attaching it to such a terrible event,
right.
you know?
Well, yes.
Or
it could be.
Frankly,
that's what you want.
is that even important to you guys, or is this tour is one of those that maybe that's not even a priority? It's more about education.
It's definitely a priority because the only reason we're doing this tour is for the 100-year commemoration of the genocide. So it's a priority for us. But you have to understand. Well, I'm sure you do as a fan. When you go to a show, you're going to enjoy the show for whatever reason you want to.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a personal experience for you. So we're presenting some information about the genocide, but it's not like the entire show is, this happened, that happened.
Yeah, we don't have 32 genocide songs.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're playing like 32 songs. So this may actually be the last time you get to see us because Serj and I might have heart attacks somewhere along the line of this tour.
Yeah. I mean, that's
awesome.
a brutal, especially considering even just a couple nights of System of a Down set has to be very demanding. I mean, it's not like getting up there and doing some Joni Mitchell or something, you know?
Right.
But I wonder, are you fueled by this new added level of inspiration, being that this is something that's so near and dear to your heart, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, we've been talking about it since day one as a band and, as Armenians and people who, all of our families have lost grandparents, great-grandparents, we all share that pain. So it's important to us. It's a personal thing for us. People call it political, and fair enough, it is, based on the actions that we're doing. But for us, it's a personal thing.
Right.
It's our family background. And I think, attaining justice is really important to us. And System of a Down has always been about justice. Whether it's the Iraq War or whatever that we talk about, we're always on the side of the just, and we try to do that. But we also try to do it in a way that where people have a good time.
Right.
And jokes and all of the funny stuff, stream of consciousness stuff. So it's what we are. So this is a part of what we've always been.
And, I mean, looking back on it, you guys have had almost such amazing levels of commercial success, and you're certainly one of the very few rock bands that has combined critical acclaim with commercial success. Do you feel like it was all worth it as far as your political stances? Because I'm sure you've probably had to sacrifice some fan support because of things that you've said have rubbed people the wrong way.
Yeah, I tend to piss people off occasionally. It happens. And as an artist, I guess you got to just go, look, I got to do what's true to me, what's true in my heart, and you're not going to please everyone. So although you're an entertainer for a certain amount of your career, but you can't just be, we can't just be entertainers. This is what we do.
You guys and Tom Morello in particular are like the only guys that come to mind who are so openly political and take such kind of strong stances on things, yet you're in no way hard to get along with.
Right.
I mean, that it probably has been a lot of your saving grace in that you're such jovial and likable people, even though you
As
might
yourself.
take right. Oh, thank you. But in fairness, I don't really take a stand on stuff. I'm just kind of I get paid to kind of hang out and have fun with stuff. So I mean, it's a much harder territory to live in for you guys.
It's quite taboo to take a stand on anything in the entertainment business, whether it's TV, film, music, etc. And
if you do it though, usually it's like a Sean Penn type of guy where you take a stand and it's like, well, he's a curmudgeon. And you know what I'm saying? Like, no one really wants to have Sean Penn on their show because Sure, and even though I don't agree with everything he does, his stances are pretty admirable because he walks it like he talks it.
Absolutely.
But in doing so, he's kind of created this image for himself that you don't really want to be around Sean Penn.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you guys, and then again, Mr. Morello come to mind where it's like you take these stances, but it's like, hey, we're still just human beings here. Let's have a good time.
Absolutely, no, it is about that. And Tom also has a great radio voice.
Yes, he does.
So
keep in mind though that within the
Barack
band,
Obama voice.
yeah, hey,
yeah.
Hey.
By the way,
Hey.
Even within the band though, there's 4 of us, so we don't always agree on everything. We agree on some things. And Serj and I actually have very different opinions on politics.
But modern politics?
Modern politics, social issues, issues in general that have to deal with anything except outside of your personal life.
Right.
But we have mutual respect for each other. And part of learning in life is perspective. When you have someone else's perspective, sorry, I'm stuttering. Yeah, perspiration. It can actually expand yours.
Yeah.
But without that, then you're kind of stuck in your own little box that you create for yourself. Is that about right, Drew?
It's about right. It's good.
Yeah.
Well said, John.
You're a racist, and you can go to hell.
Wow, Drew.
What was that?
Wow.
Tom Morello.
Was it Tom Morello? Okay. He does have a nice voice.
He calls me that every time I see him.
Yeah, and that's unfair, John, because I don't feel like you're either person. You're either thing. Also, real quick, we have Serj and John from System of a Down joining us. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Even though I'm not Armenian, I do feel because growing up in Southern California, I am not, in fact,
we
Armenian.
could initiate you.
Please do.
It requires dropping your pants and etc.
All right, I'm in. I was listening. You didn't even have
that on all fours.
I don't even have to be rewarded to do that. I just will drop my pants if you ask me to.
song, but
I even though I'm not Armenian, I grew up, in like the Pasadena area. So I grew up with just so many Armenian friends and Armenian families like so close to me that it never really registered to me until I moved into other parts of the country. And then also you see, especially with MMA, you see so many successful Armenian athletes, and when they travel and compete in other parts of the country, you realize like how completely underrepresented, at least in the public consciousness, the Armenian community is. And I was so naive to that growing up. Now, I thought everywhere had like a Glendale. I mean, I didn't know like until I went to different places where people were like, "Well, what's an Armenian?" I didn't even get it. Do you feel like because of that, you guys have taken even? It's more important to you to kind of spread the word and acknowledge your community that you're so proud of?
When we first came out in '98 with our first album, we started touring. Most people in the United States didn't know what an Armenian was.
Right.
And it was an educating process for us, educating people on what we were. Sorry.
No problem.
Is that better?
We just want you to give you the Tom Morello basic boom. Yeah.
John, you're a racist. So, we went out there and every interview was the same thing. Are you guys Armenian rock? What is an Armenian? All this stuff. So it was educating people. And then bringing about the idea that there was an Armenian genocide. It's not something that's taught in schools.
Right.
In the United States. In fact, a lot of Western countries don't teach it in schools. And so it was educating people on that subject as well. So we've had a lot of educating process. But at the end of the day, what you know is the reality. Armenians own falafel stores and discount tires and cell phone stores.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all we do.
No, the intro.
That is the extent of it, yes.
The intro that you guys did was really good. John and I looked at each other and like, okay, we're done. We're out of here. That was great.
No, I try very hard, and I appreciate you guys as artists, but I also appreciate you guys as human beings, and I'm always happy when you guys drop by. System of a Down, Serj Tankian and John Dolmayan join us. They're kicking off their tour to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide on April 6th at the Forum here. Go to systemofadown.com or at System of a Down on their Twitter to get more information. We still need to come up with an open forum, though, Dr. Drew.
Can we do grossness again?
Or we can do, in honor of John being here, and he really, the only guy who can even come close to having the same passion for Taboo 2 as Mr. Corolla. Like your favorite type of porn, or like when you go to the porn sites, like what are you into? Because there's so many subgenres now.
How about porn grooming?
Grooming.
What's the grooming you like? Because all kinds of different grooming is coming back.
That's true. Okay, how about just porn, like your porn preference? Because when you go to RedTube or Tube 8, they have the menu there, and it's very impressive how some people,
It's like
you
a
can really-
buffet.
you can cater it to.
You know, I live in Las Vegas now.
Nice.
So
Okay.
we have a lot of buffets in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And these are, virtual buffets.
These are the Poon Buffet, yes. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. There we go. We have an open forum. Hello, Jonathan.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Loveline. How are you guys?
We're good. How are you?
Good. I've been listening to your show for a long time, and I've heard a lot of good advice here, and I've heard a lot of bad advice.
Well, thanks.
I'm a very open-minded person, so and I figured, at this point in my life, I might as well ask, you guys, and I know you heard lots of questions, and hundreds from hundreds of people, so it's like, I don't know, I figure, kind of give my little
Okay. Well,
take on
thank you.
that,
Now that we know exactly why you decided to call, please let us know your question.
All right, well, here goes. I've been in a relationship for 3.5 years with this person, and we met several years ago in 2011, and within that same year, we ended up getting her pregnant, and then the year passed, and we got her. I started growing with, started having a little family, and for me, it was a hard time. It was. I was 21, and be a dad was very hard for me. And
Sure.
My family, I had a kind of rough family, and my father, he wasn't there a lot, so it was kind of like giving myself as a role model was difficult, so several years passed, and my relationship with her kind of dwindled down. We were kind of arguing a lot, and a lot of it, had to do with financial issues, and because her and I, we had our own apartment, and I don't make a lot of money, so it was
Is there a question in here?
Yeah. So my question is, we ended with her, and I ended my relationship with her, and I'm starting to form a new relationship, and I kind of don't know how to bring up this. My person that I'm dating, I'm starting to date, how do I bring her up, telling her that, I have a son. I don't want this is my third relationship that I've been with, and I don't know how to bring it.
How do you bring up to the fact that you have a child? Yeah.
How old are you?
25.
Right up front. You have to tell someone immediately. Because if someone's going to, for two reasons, it's only fair to her, and anyone who's going to be in your life, I assume, will eventually have to be in your child's life. And you want to be sure that person is very much up for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know how to bring that around, because, I'm not in that stage where, hey, we're going to start dating. It's just
Well, I know, but it doesn't matter, because regardless of how it may progress, I think that just to start off on the right foot, Dr. Drew's right. You got to be honest about something that important to you.
Right up front.
I mean, that's such a profound part of your life. You have a child.
And you don't have to bring it up at the time you're asking them out, but you have to bring it up on the first date.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. When you indulge in adult movies, what type of adult movies do you like? That is our open forum tonight. System of a Down. Serj Tankian and John Dolmayan from the band join us. Go to systemofadown.com to find out when they are coming to your town on their upcoming tour, which kicks off April 6th here in Los Angeles. It is commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. It's Loveline.
This is Loveline. It makes sex even better. Loveline on KROQ.
Oh my God, have you guys heard Beer Mug on that commercial for Costa Mesa Nissan? Listen, beer can, you gotta chill, because everybody knows who the true OGs are. It's my crew over at Surf City Nissan. Yes, it's Dival back at you, preaching the good word and incredible service and no-hassle sales at Surf City Nissan in Huntington Beach. We're the ones with the hard-to-find Nissan cars, trucks, or even commercial vans you've been hunting the internet for. And right now, we've got spring training specials and offers so amazing, you're gonna have to see them to believe them. You listening, Beer Bong? Surf City Nissan has smoking hot deals on the Versa, Sentra, Altima, Rogue, and the all-new 2015 Murano SUV. We're fully stocked and ready to rock, and we'll take down any challengers in the Southland. Got that, Mr. Beer Belly? See the incredible savings for yourself on our website. It's SerjCityNissan.com. Simply better.
Hi, it's Kat Corbett, host of KROQ Locals Only. I've teamed up with World Arts to help musicians get empowered and give you the tools to take your music and careers to the next level. Amazing opportunities await you at World Arts, like performing at major concert events, industry showcases, and recording at legendary studios. The goal is to give bands and musicians the chance to get in front of a worldwide audience. And you can submit your music to KROQ Locals Only. Sign up at worldarts.com and rise above the noise. World Arts, a world of opportunity awaits.
Hi, this is Bo Bachman from Galpin Ford. We're in the final week of our biggest March sale in our 69-year history. And now is your last chance to take advantage of some incredible offers. Right now at Galpin Ford, included with the purchase or lease of any new Ford, receive oil and filter changes for 2 years. And that's on top of huge rebates, amazing lease deals, and 0% APR financing. In fact, I've personally instructed all sales managers to make every deal. Test drive a new Ford at Galpin first. If you decide to purchase that same comparably equipped vehicle elsewhere at better terms, we will give you $500 in gasoline just for giving Galpin Ford the opportunity first. Right now is the time to get it at Galpin Ford, the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for a record 25 years in a row.
Galpin Ford, conveniently located just off the 405 freeway at the Roscoe Boulevard exit. Call 1-800-GO-GALPIN or click on galpin.com. Maximum of 4 oil changes must be performed at Galpin Ford. See Galpin for full gasoline offer. Sale ends March 31st.
You know what month it is? It's the We Say Yes month. The We Say Yes month at my spot where I've gotten 5 cars so far. I have 4 Priuses, not at the same time. I have a Prius now, but in my family we also have a Toyota Highlander from Hammer Toyota. And this month they are looking to sell 1,000 cars. They've never done that before, but they're going for it this month because it's the We Say Yes sale. All day, every day, today, tomorrow, you're going to get the best deal possible, and the people that work there are incredible, so it's always a wonderful car buying experience. And unlike other dealers, you don't need a national holiday sale to get the best prices. Hammer will prove it to you. If you're looking for a car, maybe a Toyota used truck Scion, maybe a Prius, we'll be in a Prius gang together. We'll save all our gas money and buy each other presents. Hammer Toyota is where you need to go. Look, they're going to sell 1,000 cars this month. Get on it. Get the best deal. They are Hammer Toyota out there in Mission Hills, ruling the valley.
Today at Super Ford, trade in your old vehicle for a newer car and receive up to $2,000 over the appraised value. Yep, up to $2,000 over the appraised value of your old car. Only at Super Ford of Puente Hills. Call 866-889-4444 for details. This promotion ends March 31st. Call 866-889-4444 or visit superfordlincoln.com. Super Ford, the authority on super deals. Offer based on the price of the vehicle you obtain. Some negative equity may be added to the new loan. See dealer for details.
Super Ford of Puente Hills. Super Ford means super deals.
For places. This is Loveline on KROQ.
Love191 is the number. Systemofadown.com, the official website for our guests, John and Serj from the band System of a Down. Let's get right to the calls.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. Hey-o.
Dr. Drew joining us from are you still in Atlanta?
Still in Atlanta, still there.
When do you go to New York?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. All right. Have a good time.
After KBC.
What's that travel like from Atlanta to New York?
It's not bad, like a couple hours.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah. Slow week for you, Dr. Drew?
Oh, yeah.
Drew, this because Drew's Drew. I mean, say what you want, but Drew's a badass. He will not back down. I mean, he does not crack under pressure.
He has gotten a little older. He's sleeping almost an hour and a half a night.
Yeah. I was saying to Josh McDermott from The Walking Dead, he was on the show last night. And he was asking about Drew, and I said, Drew really is like Tyler Durden, where because everybody's very interested in like the real Dr. Drew because he's such an enigma. And you can tell people anything about Drew, and they'd be like, oh, okay. If you told people Drew, like, Listen, just incredible amounts of Adderall. Sleeps 1 hour a night. The guy he rarely eats. He's this, and when he's not
hasn't
on the
slept.
air,
Hasn't slept for 20 years.
25 years doesn't he? Just he's zen and he works out like crazy.
And Adderall.
Yeah, and they'd be like, okay, good. And if I told you, Drew, just mild mannered guy, I can't believe he even makes it to work, and because he's always sleeping. And okay, I get it.
Right. No, that makes sense.
How old's Dr. Drew? 33. All right. How old's Dr. Drew? 75. Okay, I get it. Everything makes sense. When you're talking about the mysterious Dr. Drew. Hello, Mallory.
Hello.
Hey, Mallory.
I have a question.
All us old men in the room get it? Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's going on? What's up?
I was wanting some strategies to help calm thinking or control your thinking.
There's no such thing. So what's the problem? What's going on?
Well, I obsess about everyday things, and if I'm in a project, it's all I think about. Heaven forbid if some negative social interaction happens to me.
How old are you?
Then I can't. 26. And I can't stop thinking about it. I'll go for weeks.
Well, I have to say, a lot of people who are successful, they obsess about what they're doing. But you do. I mean, just talking to you, you sound very anxious. You sound like something's going on.
Anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder are sort of overlapping and closely related syndromes. So you've got both going on, right? You're anxious and you're preoccupied, and then if things happen, you obsess over them. Do you also have compulsive rituals where you have to do certain things over and over again, or wash your hands, or you have to go back in the house and flip a light on and off a couple of times for fear something bad's going to happen to you, that sort of thing?
No, I don't. Although I do when I'm alone at night. Usually, I do check the house a lot.
Right. So it's obsessed. Right. So you need to go see someone who treats anxiety disorders and obsessive compulsive disorder. There are comprehensive treatments for that, but it's not as though somebody can just give you an incantation or wave a wand over you. It takes time and work, and sometimes it's pharmacology, sometimes it's cognitive behavioral therapy, sometimes it's exposure therapies.
Sometimes it's a combination of all three
of these things. Yeah, a combination of these things. But you need to go see an expert and get it taken care of. If you had a rash, if you had a rash that kept coming up and bothering you, would you see a dermatologist?
No.
Yeah.
This is no different. Okay?
You wait until it goes away.
That's a guy talking.
That's a male
That
thing.
is guys. That's a guy thing. Totally.
That's an 18-year-old male.
Women. It's like I believe there's a mild discoloration about 1/millionth of a centimeter big on my labia. So I decided to go into 9 doctors. Guys are like, so my dick looks like a corn cob. There's like 9,000 bumps. They're about 4 inches big. I'm cool, right?
Yeah, it's always been a year.
Pus hasn't come out in 3 days, so it should be all right.
Stop bleeding. Can I pour some Jack Daniels on it? I'll be good. 1-800-LOVE-19. Actually, that's not true. If it's any other part of your body, guys don't care. But as soon as something happens to your dick, you're like, wait a second, hold on.
It's never happened. I wouldn't know.
Yes, I wouldn't either. My dick is pristine. Actually, I wouldn't know because they haven't invented... Technology's not great enough yet to get the microscope big enough to analyze my penis. It's that... Drew can just throw his meat hog right there on the table.
All right, Drew.
So it's like a butcher shop. Hello, Phil.
Hot Lana.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
How's the harmonic?
All of you guys, you live.
Thank you. Thank you.
And John and Serj, huge fan. John, I've been playing drums for like 20 years, and you were definitely
Great. Somebody else trying to take my job.
Big influence. Hey, man, if you guys want to hire me, I'm totally down.
No, you've been playing for how long?
Like, about going on 20 years or so.
Oh, we've been playing very close to at the same time. I think I'm 25 years now.
Sweet. But, yeah.
Are you good?
Sure. Yeah, I think so.
Is your last name Hermosian?
Oh.
No, you're not in the band.
Oh, you're a racist, and you can go to hell.
I'm just kidding.
That's got to be my
I can put a
ringtone by
J.
then.
I'll put some J's and Z's and N's and A's at the end of my name instead.
All right, fair enough. IANYA.
Jay-Z?
Those are your 2 choices. Go ahead, Phil. All joking aside. Phil.
Yeah. So, my question is it's more for Dr. Drew. Mike.
Yeah.
I was listening to the replay earlier tonight on the radio out here, and at the beginning of the show, you were kind of talking about, kind of jokingly about how one of these days somebody's going to come out and tell you about some traumatic thing you went through because there's parts of your childhood that you don't really remember.
Oh, no, yeah.
He wasn't joking.
Yeah,
about
I was not. Well, no, I was saying I was actually concerned as my daughter. She's rapidly approaching a year, and I was thinking that I really don't, that she's not going to get to an age where all of a sudden it like resuscitates some trauma that happened to me at her age, because I have so many blocks in my childhood. I have so many periods where I just absolutely don't remember a thing. So I'm kind of like nervous that she might get, like, just by her virtue of her getting to that age, it'll like awaken the beast.
Yeah. And like, I was kind of like, there's not.
Nope, we lost you.
Oh boy.
Hey, Phil, can you just stay on hold? You have a bad connection. Either stay on hold or call back and get to a better spot, because we have to go to break. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Serj Tankian and John Dolmayan are here from System of a Down. Their upcoming tour, which kicks off April 6th at the Forum here in Inglewood, which is, in fact, up to no good, is commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide. Go to systemofadown.com to get more information and to find tickets. 1-800-LOVE-191 is, in fact, the number. This is Loveline.
After Loveline, the craziest question.
What's the craziest question you've ever gotten on Loveline?
On KROQ.
This is certainly the answer to our problem.
Dr. Drew Pinsky is with us again. He's a specialist in addiction medicine.
Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191.
Tonight we'll be talking about what most of you have probably been discussing in your homes and around the water coolers in your offices.
That's hilarious.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Serj and John are here from the band System of a Down. Remember, the tour kicks off April 6th right here in the Los Angeles area at what used to be the Great Western Forum. I believe it's just the Forum of Inglewood now. And it commemorates the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Let's see. Let's talk to James in Pismo. Pismo? Hello, James.
Hi.
What's up? You live. By the way, real quick, guys, that's a reference to, it's great for our open forum this evening. It's a reference to a scene in Boogie Nights towards the end where Dirk has been replaced by the new up-and-coming kid, Johnny Wad, I believe his name is.
Yeah.
And they're filming...
Johnny Wad was John Holmes.
So John Doe, I believe, is his name, but D-O-U-G-H, kind of like the guy next. And he is pointing a gun at a girl's head while she is filleting him, and he's just debating whether or not to kill her on how good her blowjob is. And he says, "Yes, you live," because she is doing so. So we have adopted that as our show.
As you should.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes,
There it
bitch.
is. Yeah. Thanks.
Who's your daddy, bitch? You live.
So good. Hello.
The
All
best
right.
scene of that movie.
So gross.
There's too many. There's too many to
The
name.
best one for me.
Okay.
Is when the underage girl has the overdose.
Yeah.
And that guy's like, I think it's bad coke.
Oh,
and
you think?
the
You
older
think?
guy's, is that right, doctor?
Okay. Great call.
My favorite scene.
How about when Dirk and Chest are making their album and they're trying to get the raw demos? And,
Sound City.
And
The
they're
magic.
at Sound City, and he says
The magic on those
and
is ours.
the studio owner guy goes look, that's an MP, that's a YP, not an MP. And John C. Reilly says, MPYP, I don't know this industry jargon. All I know is that the magic.
That's such a good movie, man.
It's a near perfect film.
And by the way, that was where we recorded our first album.
Was it? Rin Sound
Yeah.
City? Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys must have just got fully erect watching the Grohl film about that they did about Sound
definitely.
City. Yeah.
He made a great film.
Yeah, really.
And then I gave him a real hard time about not putting us in it.
Yeah,
I was
what's
like,
up
why
with
aren't we in there? He's like, oh. He's the sweetest guy too, man.
Yeah, he is.
You're a racist, and you can go to hell.
Come on, Tom.
Tom.
All right,
Tom, you're being awful hard on me
seriously,
today,
James. I apologize. What's up?
No, it's cool.
Oh, you're still there?
It actually has to do with kind of the you live thing. I mean, not that intense, obviously.
Okay.
So when I get
So anyway, there's this other scene on Boogie Nights.
so when I get a blowjob, I get an erection, obviously.
Fantastic.
But, like, exactly.
Slow down. What?
Oh, okay. So when I get a blowjob, I get an erection, and but it goes away after like 30 seconds, and I can't get it back. Like,
even if you switch to other practices, like regular sex or hand job or whatever.
well, the thing is, like so the other night I was like trying to have sex with this girl, and she gave me a blowjob, and it was great. And then like I went down on her, but my erection went away.
Well, yeah.
And I couldn't get it back. Like in the middle.
Of course, it went away.
Like,
Yeah, so it goes away.
You stopped doing the fun thing.
It goes away, and you can't get it back regardless of what you do after that.
oh, really?
No, I'm asking. I'm asking.
Oh.
Does it just go away when you stop getting head, or does it come back
Did he
when you...
ejaculate with the oral sex?
Well, like when we first started going, like I was ready right away. You know, like I kind of just wanted to jump into it, and then
Perfectly relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it just, I don't know. It's weird. Like this has happened to me a bunch of times too. Like I'll be in the middle. Like I have to basically have head. And
All right, basically, Bill. All right, listen. Did you ejaculate during the oral sex?
No, almost though.
Right. And what if you had changed to having sex right after the oral sex? Would that be a good move?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and then you can do the oral sex. You can satisfy your partner with oral sex after that, right?
Ew.
Okay, that's your plan. That's your new
From
recipe.
here on out.
Yeah.
There you
now on. Okay.
Let's get back to Phil.
You're a
calling,
racist.
He was calling from Chicago, where Camarillo thinks he's a racist. Hello, Phil.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
All right, so do you have parts of your childhood that you don't remember?
I think for the most part, I think like any memories I do have, like the more I kind of look into it, I think it's more from like pictures or like videos, you know, those type of memories that you make on your own just from old like images or whatever, or like what you're told. But like, it's not anything that like I'm worried about. The question more is like, is there like a certain age when that stuff does start to be remembered, or like, is it like, how does that work in your mind that you just forget like huge parts of your childhood?
Usually, the one of the common reasons for that is some sort of chronic trauma. It was an unpleasant time, so you just file it away somewhere. So was there something going on that made it kind of unpleasant?
Well, yeah, I mean, my dad was like an alcoholic at the time, and like just like.
All right. The most common reason, in my experience, the most common reason is chronic trauma.
Oh, okay. So, like, I mean, is there like an age when
If you get the age is when you get treatment. That's the age that it starts to come back. Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And real treatment, like really effective treatment, oftentimes sucks really bad. You know,
It
when
takes
you're
a
doing
long
it because
time.
it can revivify all those things. But that's what you got to do to really get to the point where you can be comfortable and healthy.
You got to break it down first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely gone to like the whole like, psychiatrist or whatever type thing, and like, I mean, I've gotten over. I live with my dad now, so like I've gotten to the fact where we've kind of like not let bygones be bygones. Yeah, I guess, but.
Okay, well, that's the opposite. That's the opposite of what we're talking about. That is the opposite.
Yeah. Or like we've come to terms with that. It happened.
That is the opposite. The opposite of what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about getting back in touch with all of that, not pushing it aside.
It's like, imagine if you were. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine if you were a ruler of one of those kingdoms, right? And you knew that your kingdom was under attack, and it was like it was burning. It was burning to the ground. what you've done is essentially move to a place close enough by that you can still comfortably live, but you're not going to get burned by the fire. What you need to do is run back in with a fire hose, and a bunch of swole dudes that carry big pots of water.
Gotcha.
All right,
and then rebuild the empire.
And some swords would probably be a good
probably some warriors would help.
A bunch of mountains
and archers, it's a mountain guy.
Gotcha.
All right,
Cool.
dude.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Serj, if you need to get home and take care of the baby and get right, I understand completely, because I know John, he'll stick around to talk porn. Believe me, he has no problem.
Till morning.
He'll stay here till Kevin and Bean if he wants to. Just talk about
I have many times. Many times.
Has either of you ever slept in this building? No. Okay.
Listen, bro, we can't talk about everything.
What? I wonder, Ann, I'm glad you came in. Has any band ever been on Loveline and then slept at KROQ until, like, the morning show? No?
Let's make tonight the first time.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm wondering if anybody did accidentally.
Mike.
Yes.
I can tell you that at the old Westwood One Studios, I walked into an office in the back. I was looking. This girl used to throw away all her CDs that she would get, so I'd go through her trash. So I was poor. And I woke up some very sleepy, wafy man, and he looked at me, and it was David Bowie. It was one of the freakiest things ever.
Oh, my God! That is awesome!
He's like, that is awesome. And he saw me digging through the trash. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bowie. And I scram.
Thank you for waking me. I was having a dream about me in Labyrinth. In my dream, I was with Iman, and I was on a rocket ship.
I love it.
Well done.
Thank you.
That was really good. Bravo.
You're a racist, and you can go to hell.
Tom? That was like late 70s Bowie. Or did
That
you
was
wake
the best Bowie.
Did you wake up like 86 Bowie?
I woke up like mid-90s Bowie.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm afraid of Americans.
It was when he was doing like Trent Reznor stuff.
That's what I was going for. That's great. Produced album. Thank you. I try. 1-800-LOVE-191. All right, Serj Tankian going to take off for the evening, but congratulations on everything.
Thanks,
and
brother.
Thank you. Congratulations on your new son, man.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. John Dolmayan from the band going to stick around. Remember the 100th anniversary commemoration of the Armenian Genocide. The tour commemorating it kicks off April 6th at the Forum. Go to systemofadown.com to get more information. And the open forum starts now. We want to know, when you visit adult websites to watch your porn, what type of porn are you into? Because nowadays, it's not like when John and I were young connoisseurs of porn, where you just threw in a movie and you got what you got.
If you were lucky.
If you were lucky, you got what you had to sit through a lot of bad acting. What you have now.
Bad?
I'm sorry. I apologize. Not Taboo 2. Other movies. What you have now is if you're into the bukkake or the ebony or the cream pie, it doesn't matter. You cater to yourself. You just put it right there in the little search engine, and it's all ready for you. So what type of porn do you like? When you choose the adult film, what type of film do you like? 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. It's Loveline.
106.7 KROQ FM and HD. Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The world famous KROQ. Alternative first. Alternative first.
Loveline on KROQ.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Rock on.
Hanging out on the set for the very first video that you guys did for System of a Down. Sugar. Yeah. I actually helped. Actually, you know what? Remember, you guys had a person dressed up as General Patton.
That was me.
In the video? Yeah, I stole those, because I was dating the girl that did the costumes for the video as well. So I stole those, and my friend and I put them on, and we went and pretend. It's a long story. I shouldn't even say what we did. But yeah, we used those
That
from
was
your
actually
set.
that was actually Mike Patton as General Patton. A lot of people don't know that. It was an inside story.
Great video.
That is a great video. It's a great song. John Dolmayan has stuck around. Serj Tankian is going to get home to get to his family, which is just now one person bigger. A 5-month-old.
That's
Beautiful.
right. He hasn't slept in months.
No, he has not. Not in 5.
You
that's
know
for
that.
Sure. John Dolmayan is here from System of a Down, and we are about to crack into a open forum. We're pretty much devoted. We were inspired by John because he has made no secret.
Every time I come here,
we talk about porn.
That's right.
Yeah. Well.
People are thinking I'm more of a deviant than they are.
You aren't by any means. What is true though is that I know as a Loveline listener prior to being a Loveline host that you and the Ace Man Adam Carolla shared a true deep aggressive passion for a certain adult film, and that is Taboo 2.
It's still one of the most interesting experiences of my life. We literally left here and drove to my house.
Yeah.
Must have been 1 o'clock in the morning. I lived with my parents back then. Okay. I happened to have an extra copy. I had 2 copies just in case mine failed. This is VHS days now.
And he hung out and talked to you about it for a while, too.
Yeah, we had
in your parents' house.
Now, keep in mind that, you know, we were relatively new on the scene at that point, the first time we came in, and Adam was a big star.
Yeah.
You know? And here we are in North Hollywood, and he lived, like, pretty close, I think, over here, right? And he came all the way to the valley with me, followed me there, waited, went into the house with me, had a discussion about it, and when I gave him I should have given him an empty box just to mess with him. But when I gave him the tape, he looked like he just found the Holy Grail.
Oh, this is his favorite song. Singing about incest. Well, I hate the 70s.
Oh, come on. It's better than now. At least there was some romance.
I'm so happy right now. Oh, this is the best.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've never seen a happier human being.
You should make an animated short about that, like where it's like you animated you and Adam walking.
I would reenact it.
That is such an amazing. Like, really put some thought into that.
And keep in mind, he's following. I don't have a cell phone. He's following me. And I'm like, oh, this guy's messing with me. He's going to follow me for like a mile on the freeway and disappear. No. Exiting Roscoe Boulevard. I almost thought about going to Tommy's real quick, you know, before I went there. But anyway. It was a surreal experience.
And if you asked Adam to follow you to North Hollywood from Culver City to
because you were dying
to pick up one of his children, he'd be like,
I called car service.
Is there any way you can call?
And then, by the way, the second I gave him the tape, he was out of there faster than he could. There was practically smoke coming out of the floor. There you go.
I'm so happy.
By the way, we're here to talk about genocide, right?
That's right. We're here to talk about Armenian genocide.
Have we given out the website yet?
For what?
Are you also promoting the DC bike ride, John?
I don't think that we are.
They don't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
All right.
You might be right, but
I know that
I didn't write the copy.
I know that Chavo is. I'll get it for you.
All right.
Keep going.
And but I know for a fact, without question, no ifs, ands, or buts, not open for debate, that the upcoming System of a Down tour, which kicks off April 6th at the Forum of Inglewood, is commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide. That's right, 1915. So go to systemofadown.com for more information. Now it's time to get to the open forum. What type of porn are you into when you go to the tube sites? Hello, Brian.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, just wanting to know if you had ever gone into compilation porn.
I'm a fan of compilations, but I'm only a fan of...
What is that? What does that mean?
I don't know what that is either.
Compilations is a video that it compiles a lot of like a collection of one type of. So if it's like there's anal compilation, a lot of them are cum shot compilation. Can I say that? Yeah,
money shot.
Yeah, money shot compilation. So it'll be like 20 of them strung together.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm a fan of the
completely inundated. Yeah, with cum shot compilations. Yeah. So I just wanted to know if you had ever perused.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Okay.
All right,
and what would it be?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if it's a compilation, I'm a fan of the finishing act.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those girls, they put up with a lot.
Is that when you order the check?
Check, please. Hello, Michael.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening?
Nothing much. I was about to say, I think I'm probably the first Armenian to be able to be talking tonight.
No,
not the first.
You're definitely not the first.
Oh, definitely? Okay.
Well, I mean, I would imagine that Serj and John are the first.
You can say that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, as far as
a caller.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Whittier.
Whittier? Is it true that that's becoming like the next big hotspot for the Armenian population?
Is that Glendale South?
I've heard that. I really have.
Maybe not.
My friend, my radio friend, he used to work for the greatest sports show ever, Petros and Money. He, Misak Tomajian, he said that he lives in Whittier, and he said it's a huge, like, burgeoning community. Anyway, what's up, Michael?
Yeah. Oh, nothing much. I was going to talk to you about what kind of porn that, which was on the forum, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I was talking about, or I wanted to talk about the longest dildo disappearing inside of the girl's anal cavity.
That's a niche market.
Preference?
Is that award winning?
No, it's something new. I think I don't know if you guys are at the right porn site. I don't know if I could say it on. I don't know if I can say it on air.
You certainly can.
I can.
Well, there's no cuss words in it, right?
Oh no. Cliphunter.com.
Cliphunter.com. All right.
Yes. There's a lot of HD in it, and it's a really great site. Other than that, it's just amazing to me. Also, like, it's sort of a question also to Dr. Drew, because it goes. The dildos are probably more than 12 inches long, and then when they go inside the anal cavity, it has to at least turn inside of their stomach.
Come on, man.
Yeah, because there is a big S. The sigmoid takes a big S, but you can sort of straighten that out a little bit. So,
Drew, he actually kind of does bring up a good question. Like, how do those girls continually do stuff like that without serious medical damage?
I have no idea. I see the stuff you send me, and I don't understand.
I kind of don't.
You send me horrible things, and I'm assuming a lot of it is photograph, magic.
No, well, I don't. I would have thought that too, but.
Horrible.
But it's not. I watch the videos. I watch them performing. It's not Photoshop, and I don't understand because
maybe you won't be able to tell for another 20 years because the damage could be long.
Let me.
There's a couple girls that I've sent to Drew where he's like, that girl's gonna die.
Yes, from sex acts.
If not today,
yes,
then very soon. Because like the butthole will be so big. That Drew's like, well, she can't live anymore,
Right. Well, there's colostomy bags.
John, let's talk about something a little
nicer.
Easier to yeah. LA to DC is web. LA number 2 DC.org is the website. LA2DC to support the Armenian genocide bike ride. Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Terrific. Thank you.
That's a hefty bike ride.
Yeah.
Hello, Eddie.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How are you?
Armenian. Back-to-back Armenians.
All right.
Nice.
Double down.
That's right. First of all, Turkeri Maman. Let's
all right.
Out there.
Oh, boy.
What do you say?
Dr. I've been listening to you since like 86, man. So
wow. Okay. Has been around a while.
Yeah. My actually favorite type of porn is point of view and amateur.
Point of view is cool. I dig it. Yeah. I'm into that. Yeah. Well, but see, the POV stuff I'm into, but it wears thin really quickly.
Especially when the dude has a huge dong and you're like, I don't know, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, because I can't relate. I'm supposed to be looking down at something I'm supposed to relate to, and this guy's got like a 12-inch dork, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Is that like typical though? I think I'm an average size guy, but what is an average size?
Well, no.
5.2.
5.2 inches. We just saw the study
off the ground.
Yeah. Oh.
So these guys that are on these porn sites.
It's just like that's like saying are guys in the NBA the typical height? No, performers in porn movies most likely have a lot larger penises than the average dude.
Although there is small penis porn as well.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
You know what I found, which is
they're not hurting anyone,
which is insane, which is truly. I'm not one to judge, especially when it comes to adult films. I'm in. I get it. These prolapse films, which ones I'm into, I've been sending Drew a lot of these, where I guess it's in the lesbian community too, where these girls purposely turn their buttholes inside out.
Oh God, that's just gross.
I know it is.
What the hell?
I'm trying not to be judgmental, but come on.
Well,
what happened to good old?
You can judge.
What happened to good old triple anal?
I agree. I agree.
When did that become? What's the word?
Taboo. Hello, Dana.
I might stay here for a couple of weeks.
What's happening?
I'm listening to all this talk about butts, and it just sounds so painful.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my god. I personally am into sex machines. And,
Sex machine.
James Brown?
Strictly girls only. I really don't like the idea of, like, you know, doing it for the camera and showing off, and, like, the two porn stars aren't into each other. Like, I like it when the girl it's just about her pleasure, and she's comfortable with herself, and she's not, you know, doing stuff for the camera. It's all for her enjoyment only.
Okay.
And loud orgasms, too. I'm about that.
See, I like loud orgasms for girls. It really bugs me when guys do it.
Well, what does she mean?
I don't make a sound.
Does she mean girls or guys or both?
I mean, it's hot when my guy does it, but I don't. I mean, considering that's mostly girls I'm just watching, there wouldn't be guys involved.
No, I know. I'm talking about in porn. It bugs me so much because, like, whenever guys seem to be going for, like, the big orgasm in porn films, it's always so over the top and fake, and it takes me out of it. You know,
because
they're like,
the guy is clearly not into it, because you know that guy is doing it for the camera, and that he's not. You know, obviously not enjoying himself that much.
Was that Rocky 12 or porn?
No,
I'm not sure.
It's true. I mean, it sounds like the only guy who can pull that off is the drop and loads guy. What's his name? God, I love him.
I know who you're talking about.
Can't believe I forgot his name. Anyway,
drop and loads guy. I thought that was his name.
That's all that matters to me. 1-800. I've got like 70 sick, disgusting guys listening to the show. They're like, it's this guy! I'm giving a call up. I can't believe I forgot his name. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Give us a ring. Let us know, what type of porn are you into? When you go to search the porn sites, those tube sites, a lot. Clip Hunter, I found, is very good.
XNXX.
Yes. And we want to know, what type of porn are you looking to get? 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number.
One quick second.
What?
Before you go out, Shavo just emailed me.
Uh-oh.
And he said, thank you for mentioning the LA to DC, but I'm about to email back to him. Why doesn't John know about this? I'm a little confused.
Well, look,
Shavo, your buddies need to know about this.
We all do our part. None of us knows exactly everything.
It's Nick
Shavo
Manning.
has his part, I have my part.
It's Nick Manning, by the way.
My part is to talk about porn.
He's the dropping loads guy, Nick Manning. I actually found a Nick Manning soundboard. Hold on.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Let's make sure that
What's up, Shav?
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Hello, Shavo. I'm here with John Dolmayan. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Systemofdown.com is Loveline.
Look, Mommy. What's that up in the sky?
Oh, that's just Dr. Drew. He's always been up there.
More Loveline still to come.
Hey, this is Dr. Drew.
And I'm Mike Catherwood. And I want to know, do you freak out every time you break out? Well, I've got one word for you, proactive. There's a huge reason Proactive is the #1 acne treatment in the country. It works, people. Prescription grade Proactive heals your acne, even prevents future breakouts. How great's that? There's a reason why so many celebrities use Proactive. Their faces are their money. I'm telling you, people, it's time to get it. The time is now, because Proactive has set up a special dedicated 800 number for our listeners. So get ready to punch that number into your phone. Pull over if you have to.
Here's the deal. $19.95, you get Proactive, plus a rotating deep cleansing brush. It's valued at $45. It is yours free. Only $19.95 for our listeners, guaranteed to get clear and stay clear, or you get your money back. Here's the number, 1-800-543-3313. Call for a lifetime of beautiful skin. Tell them Dr. Drew and
Mike Catherwood
sent you. Call at 1-800.
Broadcast over any FM car radio.
Hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later.
KROQ.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. We are joined by System of a Down's John Dolmayan. Earlier, Serj was here, but he had to get home because we started talking about porn, and John said, I'll stay. Remember, the concert tour to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide kicks off at the Forum of Inglewood here in Los Angeles on April the 6th. Go to systemofadown.com for more information. All right, let's see here. We got to know what type of porn you're into. Oh, this is terrible. I can't believe this is real. Hello, Kiefer.
Hi.
Hi, Kiefer.
What's up, boys?
How are you doing?
I'm pretty good, and it's definitely real. There's like on YouPorn, there's a whole 4 or 5 pages full of ugly porn.
Oh, I believe
Ugly
you.
porn, yeah.
I believe that exists.
Ugly
I'm just
porn.
saying, like, why? Like, it shouldn't. Like, we should be better than that.
But if you're attracted to somebody, is it ugly?
Well, okay, you're right. I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but it's just the fact that those girls get classified under.
How about
ugly.
granny porn?
No, yeah, that's exactly ugly. It's just they're classified as ugly, but they're still hot at the same time.
How is that possible?
They're just physically hot, I guess. Like,
okay.
You mean like butter faces?
Intrinsic beauty to their ugliness.
I don't understand what you're saying. So what is ugly porn then? Ugly girl porn?
Well, I guess just non-cute girls that still have banging bodies, but they're just not
butter faces.
Yeah, butterface basically, but it's classified as ugly.
That's pretty brutal.
Listen, we've all been there.
Yeah, it's happened, but
multiple times.
The thing about, like, you say, well, what about granny porn? But like, they're aware that they're old. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
it doesn't.
I mean, what I'm saying is there's a proclivity for everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be into this, you're going to be into that. Somebody is attracted to that, and that's why it exists.
Yeah. I just feel bad for, like, I always say, like, the same thing, too. Like, whenever, like, you see in a TV show or a movie, like, someone plays the fat girl or the ugly girl that gets dumped, I got to think, like, that actress had to audition for that. Like,
For the
they
fat
had,
girl
yeah,
part?
yeah, you know, it's like, that's got to be
If you're
fun.
fat, if you're fat, you look in the mirror, you know you're fat. If you're ugly, you probably have a pretty good idea you're ugly.
Dylan?
Got more from Chavo. Hold on, let me just interrupt. More from Chavo.
Thanks, Drew.
So he wants me to be sure to tell you, John, the bike ride LA to DC starts April 24th, and the last rider will be delivering the genocide bill to Congress.
That's
my
awesome.
God.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Chavo. Thanks for the heads up.
I would want to be the last rider.
And then he said, "What's with all the ass talk?"
Oh, he's not going to like this call. Hello, Dylan.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening?
Not much. Yeah, I don't know really what it is about it, but I kind of been into the Rimmon a little bit. I guess me and my girl kind of just started to do a little bit of experimenting with that region.
You like rimming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
But I don't like. Yeah.
Don't do it after Indian food.
No. It's got to be no doubt. It's got to be clean for sure. But,
yeah.
Is that area
Fresh
ever
out of the
clean,
shower.
Dr. Drew?
Fresh.
Is it ever clean?
Ever?
I mean, it's cleaner than it's clean. You know what I'm saying?
I think I do, actually.
Yeah.
I
mean,
what does Chavo think?
I think that
he'll
certain
text me
women,
soon, email me soon. Don't worry.
I think with certain women, I actually don't concern myself whether it's clean or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would just be like, let's get down there.
You talking about Brooke Shields?
Yeah, I'm done with Brooke Shields. Is that like your premiere?
No, it just came to mind.
Let's see here. Okay, let's talk to most likely a black man. Hello, Marcus.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
He's Roman.
What's happening? What are you into?
Have you guys heard of POG? P-A-W-G?
Fat ass white girls.
Yeah, I like that. Specifically, kind of interracial.
Yeah.
Black guys in POG.
Yeah, black guys in POG.
Yeah.
Prague?
Black guys in Prague. Welcome to the Czech Republic. Oh, come on. Hello, John. Let me clarify, not John Dolmayan. This is a different John. Hello.
Yeah, different John. Lately I've been into, and I guess it's considered incest, but the stepsister.
Yeah.
But a specific kind of stepsister. It's got to be midget/stepsister.
Oh, come on. No, you're lying.
Is that incest?
I guess that's. I mean, I would consider.
There's no blood relation, right?
Yeah, is that in fact incest, Dr. Drew?
If stepsister, yeah,
That
I mean, it's
definitely
not-
wouldn't make it in taboo 1, 2, or 3. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, so don't bring that weak crap.
Right. If you're gonna come strong.
Let's talk to Isaiah. He is into the same type of porn that my wife is into. Hello, Isaiah.
Yo,
What's happening?
going? Nothing. You know, shout out to all the red tubers.
Yeah. What's up, Red Tube?
Yeah. Yeah, the fake couch casting. It's like
The casting couch. Yeah, my wife.
That's your
likes it.
wife's
Yeah, my
thing,
wife
yeah.
likes it too.
that's great for us because it's just like I don't know. You get bored after a while of just watching so many different types of porn. That like this one, like you feel for the girl in certain ways. You know, like it's fake. Like the guy's like a fake dude.
But Mike's wife likes the exploitation.
There's something.
Likes the girls
I don't know.
being
There's something
exploited.
exciting for her about it. I don't know what it is.
Is it because the interviews are usually very boring?
It's because my interviews that I do to her when we get home, I would say, "Honey, sit down at the table. We need to talk."
Let's have a conversation about diapers.
Well, my wife is an actress, so it worries me that like she wants this casting couch situation to happen to her.
Well, if it had happened to her, then she
Yeah.
probably wouldn't want to watch that stuff. So
Yeah, that's a good point. She wouldn't want to like relive.
You live.
What does Shavo think about that, Dr. Drew?
He hasn't. Yeah, he should be emailing me soon. I got nothing right now.
Shavo went to the bathroom to vomit after the rimming call. Yeah, is that clean, Dr. Drew? Eating butt. Here we go. Let's talk to Andre. Oh, no, sorry. Carla.
Hi. Oh
Hi,
my
Carla.
God, it's such an honor to speak to you.
Yeah, it's an honor to speak to you about what type of porn you're into.
Okay, well, this week it's specifically BDSM, slave training, outdoors, homemade.
Okay, wait. BDSM slave training?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. What is slave training? How do you train a slave?
Well, you have to watch the video. You know, well, it just depends, like certain acts.
No, I'm being serious. I'm not trying to make a joke. Like a slave is something. It's specific to BDSM. It's not like a real slave, like that does work for you and stuff.
You're a racist, and you can go to hell.
That's not going to stop being funny for me.
This sucks listening, like talking to you on the phone and not being able to listen because I'm missing everything that's going on there.
Oh, don't worry about it. You can listen back on the podcast.
Oh, and Dr. Drew, you're the smartest person I've ever had the honor of listening to. Your points are about healthcare and everything else. It's just amazing, and I'm so glad you guys are on KABC also.
Oh, you're very sweet. It's very kind.
Very nice to say. Very nice of you. But wait, hold on. Like, get down to business.
I need to kill this 8-year-old and rape her when she's dead.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I've never heard that drop. Oh my God! Jeez Louise.
Jeez, Dr. Drew, relax.
Oh man. All right. So anyway, a slave in BDSM, it's like something specific and different, right?
Well, because it's different. There's sub, there's submissive, slave, pet. Those are the categories.
Uh-huh.
So slave, it's just kind of it's that. It's not submissive. I guess some people call them like a bottom, that type of person. But it's all
bottom.
I don't know. I'm just trying to make it relatable to everyone else. But
all right. Well, I get it because there are like racist types of porn. I didn't know if like slave was something different. I it was along those lines. I'm happy to hear it's more like BDSM slave. Blog of Kink, which is a big like a rather muscular man in leather. He's saying, hey, Mike Catherwood, you guys talking about porn on Loveline, please tell your gay kink porn lovers about blogofkink.com. So there you go.
There you go.
Blogofkink.com for those of for our Loveline listeners who are gay and into kink. And there's very handsome, muscular men attached to it. I don't know what else. Nick Manning is the man, and he's... What are you guys asking about Nick Manning? Who is he, and how soon can I see John Dolmayan's ass? That is what Roman wants to know.
Well, you could see it when I'm walking off the stage on the 6th.
April 6th, where in fact the tour kicks off at the Forum in Inglewood, California. SystemOfADown.com. Let's talk to Sev for like 5 seconds because he has something important to say. Hello, Sev.
Yes. First, I want to say that I love System of a Down Marine also, and I want to say that I listen to. I watch MILF Hunter.
MILF Hunter rips. I'm a big fan of his work.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's fake, but I love him. All right, John Dolmayan is here. It's time to talk about real Loveline business, so give us a call about anything that may be bothering you. Remember, the System of a Down tour commemorating the Armenian Genocide, the 100-year anniversary of it, kicks off April 6th at the Forum of Inglewood, California. Go to systemofadown.com to get yourself some tickets and some information. My friends, this is Loveline.
Back with more Loveline in a bit. Loveline.
Los Angeles radio station KROQ. Loveline on KROQ.
Loveline on KROQ.
Like winning free stuff? Then you'll love Pingo. Pingo is a photo sharing app from CBS Local that lets you win prizes just by taking pictures. Download the app now in the iTunes Store and start playing today.
Aren't we all?
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. System of a Down's John Dolmayan joins us talking about the tour, which is kicking off April 6th here in L.A. It is the tour to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide. So if you could, I mean, if you're okay talking about it on the air, tell me about the special tour stop that you guys are making on this tour.
The last show is in Armenia.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's actually the day before the 100-year commemoration, which is April 24th. So on April 23rd, the band is playing for the first time ever in Armenia. It's pretty special for us.
Yeah, because like we were discussing off the air, it's not exactly like it's common for American artists to perform in Armenia. I mean, this is really not something that is often done.
There's a number of problems.
Yeah.
Logistic problems. First of all, stage.
Yeah.
The stage we play on is different than a normal stage. Lights, sound, generators. This all has to be brought in because we're playing in the middle of a square over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a free show.
Oh my God!
And
that's gonna be.
I think on the small side it would be 100,000 people, and it could be as much as 200,000 people.
Wow.
So we had to bring in special barricades because you have to do all these things and be cognizant of safety.
Right.
Right. That's the most important thing. We don't want anybody getting hurt at our shows. So
but, I mean, this is truly, even for a guy like you, who's a part of a band who's sold 30-something million records, crazy amounts of shows that have probably been, you've probably been in front of 1 million people plus, as far if you added up cumulatively all the people you played in front of.
Easily.
But this show has to be true, like something that can be very life-changing. I mean, it's just the impact of it personally. And
this is the most important thing that we've ever done as a band.
Wow.
And it's not just that show.
Yeah.
It's just being Armenian.
Mm-hmm.
We have this thing on our backs, this genocide, right? And a lack of recognition of it. And it's like having a knife in your back that you can't quite reach to take out.
Right.
And it's just always there. It's always a pain that you carry, right? And it goes generation to generation. I'm 42 years old. I wasn't a victim of the genocide. It was my great-grandparents that were. But that pain has gone from generation to generation. I've heard stories of what happened. My great-grandfather was killed in front of my grandfather. He saw his dad die. So, I got no problem with Turkish people, by the way.
Right.
And neither does anybody else in the band.
Well, and also, by and large, neither do most modern Armenians. I mean, it doesn't seem to me like it's this ongoing hatred to modern Turks because
it's
that's
important.
Not
it's
reality.
important that we touch on it only because you can't have a hatred of people,
right?
Because of government policy,
right?
And a lot of these people are patriots, just like we are here in the United States. They're patriots in their country, and if you're taught something from your government, you tend to believe it because you want to have a belief in your government. You want to believe that they're telling you the truth. And you want to believe that they have your best interest at heart, right? But that's not always the case.
Sure.
And in this particular circumstance,
especially 100 years ago, I mean, things were tremendously different in that part of the world, especially.
Right. So I have a lot of fans and SOAD system that are of Turkish descent, and we also have some people that are not fans who send us correspondence, and I tried the best I can to address them one by one. And most of the time I get pretty positive reaction. And I just say, look, research it yourself and find the truth that works for you. You know, and that's pretty much all you can do. At some point, the government is going to have to come to terms with the truth of their past.
Do you feel like, bringing up the government, do you feel like this is an event, you know, this entire tour culminating with the tour date in Armenia? Do you feel like this is something that would actually get acknowledgement from the United States government? Like it would actually get some type of interest and appreciation from the U.S.?
It would be nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's been mentioned a couple of times throughout you know, the last 30 years or so. Reagan was the first to use the word genocide in speaking about it. Of course, he was a governor of California at one point. There's 43 states out of the 50 that have adopted the Armenian genocide as a truth. You know, it's taught in their schools now.
Right.
So we're pretty close. But really, the most important thing is that Turkey comes to terms with it.
Right.
It will help immensely if the United States does. You know, being a NATO ally of Turkey and a big supporter of Turkey, billions of dollars a year in aid go to Turkey. So it is very important that we as a country not only accept the Armenian genocide, but also understand that there are still genocides taking place right now, and we can do something about it. Everything can't be about money.
Right.
You know, sometimes you have to take the role of the protector of the weak, and that shouldn't be for a gain for yourself. And I think Americans hold that ideal to be true and want that ideal to be true.
Right, and I know it seems kind of Pollyannish and it seems like overly optimistic, but I think you're right. I do. I think that after you kind of allow people to pound their chest and get upset about taxes and money and you know, the unemployment rate or whatever it is, most Americans, by and large, really will come to grips with how fortunate we all are in this country, and that it is kind of our responsibility to look out for those who are impoverished, who are disenfranchised around the world. I really do think that.
My father says it best. He says Americans are the kindest people in the world at their root, you know, because we're a nation of immigrants, you know, and we're here in a lot of ways as guests of the Native American population.
Yeah.
Which we did a really good job of, you know, a genocide ourselves, right? And now, of course, you and I weren't there for that.
No.
But I say we are still responsible in some way, you know, because there's still injustice.
I was there for Vietnam War. I was not there for the Native Americans.
Yeah. There's been a lot of things in history that are just, it's disgusting to think that it exists, right?
Right.
But we can't really do much about the past. We can only do something in preventing things in the future.
Sure, and then you know, the only real way to make the atrocities of the past worse is to not learn from them. You know, it's to just kind of reenact these things, even in a milder way.
That's why it's extremely important that the Armenian genocide is acknowledged, accepted, and remembered. You know?
Yeah.
Because every single, like Dr. Drew said earlier, almost every genocide since then was basically patterned after that one.
It was modeled after it, yeah.
Yeah, and Hitler actually has a quote saying, you know, when he was asked, like, how do you think you're going to get away with all these atrocities? And he said, who remembers the Armenians?
Yeah.
He was right.
He's right. It's true. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. We're talking to John Dolmayan of System of a Down about the very important upcoming tour, which kicks off April 6th at the Forum here in Inglewood. Go to System of a Down for more systemofadown.com for more information. And they will all end in Armenia. They will actually be playing a show in Armenia, and it's very exciting. It really is. At System of a Down on Twitter, 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. We have one more break with you. We will get to your calls, I promise. Anderson just had a stroke, Dr. Drew.
Why?
I don't know. I wish you were here because Anderson's flopping around like a fish
at
the end of a System of a Down video.
Weird.
I mean, at the end of a Faith No More video. We're going to talk about crystal meth. We're going to talk about chewing tobacco. We're going to talk about... I don't even know how to word this. This guy has a wife who's little, and he's big. And we're going to make that work out logistically. That's all coming up here on Loveline.
Loveline, the craziest question.
What's the craziest question you've ever gotten on Loveline?
Back with more Loveline in a bit.
How strong is Allegra D?
It's my congestion's out of my way strong. Even in the park, playing with my dogs. Go fetch, Bosley.
Allegra D, a fast, non-drowsy antihistamine plus a powerful decongestant that starts relieving your toughest allergy symptoms in under 1 hour.
Allegra D is breathing free for 24 hours strong, even in the convertible.
Allegra D, strong relief for your allergy symptoms. Guaranteed or your money back. Visit Allegra.com. Use only as directed.
Listen up.
Yes, buddy. It is Loveline. Dr. Drew, you still with us?
Of course.
Yeah, Dr. Drew joining us from the Dirty South. And
He's bookmarking special pages right now.
He's
so that the second he gets off.
Chavo and I are.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. John Dolmayan from System of a Down joins us. You have a special story to tell us?
I do.
Okay.
I don't know if I should say this. All right, I'm going to say it. Screw it. Chavo, if you're listening, enjoy this one. It was very early in our career, and we traveled in like an RV, and we were very close. We were on tour with a band called Fear Factory, which I'm sure you've heard of. Great guys. And we were playing in Irving Plaza in New York. So the way Irving Plaza was situated, our dressing room, we had to go through Fear Factory's dressing room to get to the stage.
Okay.
As I was walking towards the stage, an aroma hit me from their dressing room. And when I looked up, there was a girl, and she was having relations with at least 5 or 6 guys at the same time.
And these are members of the band or just
mostly crew?
Roadies, crew? Okay.
Mostly crew. And crew sometimes are not the cleanest.
They're gross men, yeah.
Very gross, especially ours. Let's just say a few people enjoyed themselves, and they finished their evening on her face.
Yes.
So now the show's over. I almost threw up when I walked through that room. And, sorry, the visual of this is still stinging my ass.
To get worse. Okay.
Chavo and I are like, oh, let's go. There's an after party a couple blocks down at a bar.
Okay.
We're like, oh, let's go check it out. So we walk into the bar, and we look around. I look to the right. There's a bar there, and there's a certain tech out of our group. One of the techs sets up drums, other things.
Yes. He's kissing her on the mouth.
He's making out with the chick. I swear to God, there was glistening stuff on her face.
Oh, my God.
So I look at Chavo. Chavo
wait,
looks
hold
at
on.
me.
Dr. Drew just killed himself.
Yes.
Be careful.
I did.
Chavo looks at me. I look at him. And Chavo's like, well, I'm not going to tell him. It's like, oh, we can't just let him keep doing this. So I go up to the bar and I go, I'll wrap this up real fast. I go up to the bar and I go, hey, man, how you doing? He's like, cool, man, having a good time. I'm like, oh, can I talk to you for a sec?
What was his reaction when you
Oh, it was wonderful. I ordered 2 whiskeys. I go, why don't you have this? Take a sip, please. Take a sip.
It would have been way better if he had never heard until right now.
This was the
that
moment.
would be awesome.
Oh, man. It was bad.
That poor
Let's
son
just
of a
say that, let's say the evening ended for him throwing up in the bathroom.
Oh, no.
Which was 5 seconds later.
Yeah.
And she went into the other bathroom with somebody else and had anal.
Oh!
So she's a collector.
Yeah.
She's a collector.
She is. Yeah, she's awesome, by the way. She's a party. Hello, Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
We're fantastic after that story.
It was a good story.
Yeah.
I got tons.
Love line.
Thank you, dude.
All right. All right.
All right, so I had a question, and it has to do with my wife. We've been together for 3 years, and
are you drawing a penis?
I am. Sorry.
That's what he spends a lot of his time doing.
That's a weird one.
I know. I don't know.
It looks like a cloud.
All right, so you and your wife have been together for how long?
3 years.
Okay.
And there's certain positions we can't do in the bedroom still. She's 5'4", and I'm 6'7".
Whoa.
And so, yeah, there's positions that hurt her.
Sure.
Is there ways where maybe numbing lube or something out there that can where I can, be rough, because it's always her way. It's never, I can't really be doing it my way. Kind of let her do a thing and finish.
I think actually Frank Sinatra wrote a song about this exact situation.
My way. I'm
I-
afraid there's not much you can do because it's not a surface issue. It's actually tissue damage. And, when things are not the right dimensions. And so you kind of have to go easy.
That's all.
Yeah, man. I mean,
so.
I wish there was better news, but it's kind of right. It's just like, what are you gonna do? I mean, you're really tall and big, and she's not very big. Yeah, I mean, there's no way around biology.
There is a way around it.
Okay.
Get one of those, those red cups that you throw away. You drink
Solo cups.
Yeah, solo cups. Cut a hole in it and put it on. Then you can only go so far.
Oh, like a grommet. Yeah. It'll block you.
Okay.
Or if you're a carpenter, you can just whittle one out for yourself.
Whittle. Hello, Marshall. Oh no, hello, Byron.
Hi. Sorry. I just had a question that after a bad breakup, is it good to have some sort of closure or to create some sort of peace between the two?
If I had to choose the two, I would say peace. Closure is A, not a real thing, and B, overrated.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I agree with that.
I just make sure you leave as a gentleman and don't really worry about making sure you get closure. I mean, it's just...
Okay. Yeah. So, making peace regardless of, maybe the emotional toll that I was put through?
Well, unless it was egregious. I mean, if she raped you or beat you or something, or he, then no. But for the most part, within most reasonable kind of breakups, even if someone else was at fault, I say take the high road and just let peace, let a sleeping dog let rest.
Yeah. So, would you recommend me, going to her and saying okay,
No.
That would be more closure.
Yeah.
If you've already got you're already broken up and you're already separated, essentially, just let it go.
Exactly.
Do you feel pretty bad right now?
What?
Do you feel pretty bad about the breakup?
No, I don't. Someone told me, create some closure, or you should go to her to talk to her.
Time will create the closure that you are looking for, and you can always talk to her in 2 years, 3 years from now, when you guys have both moved on with your lives, and you can apologize for whatever you thought you did wrong, or maybe she can, if you feel like you need to do it. But I'm going to tell you from my experiences, every time I've tried to have closure, it's been a nightmare, and it usually just makes the relationship go longer that should have ended.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, I was just kept thinking about that because someone told me, you should do this. And I don't know, I just didn't feel right because I would just get too angry that I even got an anxiety attack because of how angry she would make me.
Right. Yeah. So in 2 years, she's not going to make you that angry anymore. You know what I mean?
Stay away.
Yeah,
Stay away.
I'm saying that in a nice way, Drew.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
All right,
thank you.
Now there's dueling penises on that paper.
Yeah, well, you can keep that if you want. It's a nice...
Could you sign it?
Sure.
Let me put it on my Instagram.
I am too. Hold on, Drew, and you can take a look on Instagram in a second. Let me get the Instagram.
Great.
Get John in there. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful picture. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. I guess we don't really have time. Let's just talk about. Well, no, it's just we got a couple minutes, and I want to make sure that everybody knows about the tour and how special it is. And go to systemofadown.com. It all kicks off here in Los Angeles, April 6th at the Forum, and then it ends in Armenia. So I'm really proud of you guys. I know. Just for being lucky enough to work at KROQ for so long. I mean, you guys, like I told Serj when he was still here, you guys have made it no secret about just how important it is that there's some acknowledgement to the Armenian genocide. And now that it is, in fact, 100 years, we're coming up on the anniversary of it being 100 years old. It's just a really beautiful testament to it, to not just kind of in an immature way, just mindlessly throw out, protest songs or anything like that. You're really doing it in a grassroots fashion that will raise awareness, raise appreciation,